Hi, I'm Melissa Vance. I'm the president and CEO of the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are kicking off our second podcast. So excited. Yes. We appreciate you tuning in and hope that you listen full way through. There's a lot we're going to unpack today. We're talking to one of our small business owners, Susanna Tanner Photography, and going to hear a little bit about her story. And we've got Alfredo Diamond, who chairs our impact committee. And we're headed into shop small season. So we are going to be talking about that a little bit, sharing some special things that are happening that you will want to hear. So don't go away. And then at the end, we are going to announce the theme for this year's annual dinner, right, Lynette?
Yes, we are. And I have my bag of props, and it's going to be super fun. So.
Super fun. Okay, well, that's true. Anytime Lynette comes with props, we know that it's going to be fun, funny, or both, and you get to determine that. So anyway, thank you guys for being with us.
Of course.
Susanna, you've been doing photography for quite some time, but that's not where you started, right? Talk a little bit about that journey.
I actually started in TV news, and that was kind of a wild ride. I was in Kansas City and Lexington, Indy for a little bit with an internship, and the pace, the adrenaline rush, it was all really great. But at that time in my life, the equipment was super heavy, and I got tired of chasing fire trucks and basing was it a good work day off of like what bad things happened. Sort of, felt a little bit jaded. And so I left that industry. I came back to Richmond and just incorporated what I had learned because, the principles are all the same, the lighting, the composition, that all of that's the same, and just kind of transferred it over to a different kind of camera. Into more positive things.
Positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
like
good
Use it for
things.
positivity.
Right. Another great thing, I work with a marketing company in Hagerstown, and I always love those photo shoots because, we're all bringing different creative ideas together.
Well, talk a little bit about what you define as soul searching and how you go about your photography process.
Oh boy. So I think every situation is pretty similar. The soul searching is really about making people feel comfortable in front of the camera or with the process. And that just doesn't happen when you walk into a studio. Boom. There has to be conversation up front. There has to be discovery up front. There has to be time with that person where you don't have a camera in your hands, because as soon as that camera goes in your hands, they immediately start feeling very vulnerable. And so it's really having that rapport up front is so important in establishing trust. And so, we take a lot of time, whether it's a business and we talk about your marketing goals and who your audience is, or if it's an individual, what are your goals? Why are you having a photo shoot? Is this for something special? What do you want out of this? With every portrait client, I'll say, tell me 3 words that describe what you want the people looking at your photo to feel. And that's always interesting to see what people come up with. And it might be something like, well, I want them to see that, maybe I'm sassy, or I'm fun, I'm playful, or they want it to be empowered or sophisticated or whatever. And that really helps me know what kind of lighting do you need?
Right.
What kind of posture, what kind of clothing helps tell and create that particular kind of feel. And it's a similar process for a business. So we do a lot of talking up front before the camera ever comes out.
That's good. I can actually see that kind of model of relationship building translate in so many industries. I mean, in the things that we do regularly, building relationships with our members and knowing how to serve them better. With your clients, Al, selling a house and knowing what they're looking for and all of it translates a lot. But people don't always think of that with photography. They think, like you said, okay, well, I've got an hour. Let's shoot some photos and make me look good.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really go any further. But
Right. Yeah.
Not only that, but it gives you a moment to establish a connection with that person,
Right.
and start building a relationship.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and it helps, when the photo shoot is over. I personally want people to walk away and feel like they've been seen. I mean, isn't that what we all want as human beings? Is just to feel like we've been seen. And so, somebody walks in and you push a button on a camera, that doesn't really do it. It has to be more.
How have you taken that approach and translated it to setting up your studio and utilizing your space to serve the client and your purposes in that way?
Well, I want the studio to be a safe space. There have been a lot of, I don't say a lot, but there have been some people that have come in, and during the photo shoot, things come up. You're talking, they're sharing a piece of something that happened in their life, or, oh, I got this outfit when I was doing XYZ, and it brings up a memory. And sometimes those memories become emotional. And, it's just, I want people to feel like when they're there that it's a safe place, that you can have those experiences, and that it goes no further. What happens in the studio stays in the studio, right? Yeah.
Well, one of the things recently that I have enjoyed getting to experience as a consumer of what I think of as art is the 50 over 50 project. Tell the viewers a little bit about what that project is. Maybe they've heard about it, but don't really fully understand, and how it came about, and then anything more that you feel like is
Okay.
important.
I started the project, I think, truthfully, like I fell in that age bracket and started noticing differences in feeling seen, and sometimes feeling pushed to the side, and realize that I'm not the only one. You don't see yourself. I think it's changed a lot over the past few years, but you don't see yourself in the media as much anymore. And some people start to feel invisible. And so my goal was for this particular season in life for these women to feel like they matter, that they're still accomplishing, and it doesn't matter what age you are. It's been interesting over the first volume I had from the day they turned 50 up to 93.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, as we think that we're all in the same bracket, but the 93-year-old was actually kind of mentoring everybody else. And it again, it's a safe space. We can talk about whatever we want.
That's fun.
And she's giving people advice and talking about things. So I think that's really fun. So it started off as leaning more towards beauty and giving women an opportunity to, we all go the extra mile if we know we're having our picture taken, but this is having professional hair and makeup and discussion about your wardrobe and that sort of thing. And so it started off as making somebody feel special for a day. Women give to everybody else and often not themselves. So here's a day for you. It quickly and organically changed into telling stories, because as we were having the photo shoot and talking, they would begin telling me about certain things in their lives. Somebody would talk about how they lost a child, or somebody might talk about how they lost a body part, or they're in the empty nesting season. And all of these things were basically dealing with what change brings to our lives, which is sometimes loss, and how they overcame it. And I would go home and think, oh, I need to write this down. And then I thought, why not share this with everybody? And so then the storytelling component came into play. Then the audio component of telling those stories came into play when I started working with Kate Jetmore. And it just grew from there.
It's incredible. The stories are just amazing. I mean, I know when they were in the hallway at Reed, I spent a couple hours there reading every single one, and they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, your photos are amazing. I see them online. I see you more and more on LinkedIn, and just the way you capture that sass or whatever it is, the attribute they want. You can tell in the photos. And I see what y'all did
You
here.
can tell.
I see what y'all did here. This is the power of the chamber. You ladies realize I don't have any pictures from Susanna, so you're setting us up together.
So when are
today.
you coming
There
to
we go. Making connections,
I see what's
right?
happening here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's talented, that's for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been really neat. I feel like no matter what age you are, what stage of life, what your experiences are, if we're still here, we still have a purpose, and that's what I pull away from that personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's what you experienced when you. Kind of
Yeah,
were looking at
definitely. And
those,
I even enjoy seeing friends who have had those photo sessions share them every once in a while. I'm thinking of Cheryl DeLucio, who I just saw her reshare some of the photos from it. She's great at telling her story too, and I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's really rewarding for me to see somebody come in and the nerves and the jitters that go with that. And then by the end of the photo shoot, just the freedom of motion and movement and laughter or whatever it is. And I take away something from every single person that I work with. I guess selfishly, that's what I get out of it is, all of this wisdom and their personalities.
That's okay. You
It's
get to
rewarding.
pull in the information too and hear all of their stories. So.
Yeah. So volume 2, instead of being an exhibit, it will be a book. And I've had multiple people say, well, is there a place where I can see everything all in one place? And there really isn't unless you're on my Facebook page. And so I decided volume 2 would be a book. And then with the gracious sponsorship of the Dear Family Foundation, that will also include volume 1. So it'll be
that's fantastic.
coffee table book with volume 1, volume 2, with tons of wisdom and photos of beautiful women.
I love it.
Wonderful.
I love it. Well, can't wait to see the finished product
Me
this
too.
time around. It will be wonderful. If any of our listeners are interested in connecting with you for general photography or learning more about the 50 over 50 project, how do they find you?
You can go to my website. It's a really long URL, but it's www.susannatannerphotography.com.
When we think about our chamber members and just in general our community here in Wayne County, the majority of our businesses are small businesses. We have less than 50 people, the majority of our chamber members, and that's pretty representation of businesses across the board. So Alfredo, you chair the impact committee along with Doug Macias and have done a great job, but tell a little bit about what the committee's been working on and then lead us into shop small season and small business focus.
Yeah, so we meet once a month, and we have some great meetings. It's growing. Our committee's growing. A lot of involvement and people collaborating. I love seeing it every month. Some of the things we do to make the community feel, or our members feel, that they're included is we actually every quarter we will change our meeting location. So I think that's cool and kind of sharing the love. Usually it's at a restaurant. We'll have lunch.
We like to eat.
Yeah. So during those meetings, we also are doing our cheer bags. That is where we put together a collection of collateral or gifts or tokens from each small business. We'll put those together, and once our meeting is over, we'll actually go out and visit potential new members that can join the chamber, as well as some that we already have. So, like if there is a 1-year anniversary, we'll go by and drop one off and celebrate them as well. So, those are some of the small things that we're doing. Other things that we've got coming up is Shop Small Saturday. I'm excited about that. Yeah. This is my first time being involved with Shop Small Saturday, so looking forward to participating in that. So, yeah.
That is right around the corner.
Yeah.
we've got Thanksgiving, and there's Black Friday that everybody always knows about. But then I think sometimes people forget about Shop Small Saturday, the next day. And I know our small businesses don't want everyone to go out, spend all your money on Black Friday with the big box stores and forget the small businesses. You don't even have to wait till Saturday to shop. I'm just saying you could go to the small businesses on Friday too and really spend your money and support local. But talk about that impact when you think about spending your money local. How does that impact the community at large?
Yeah, and you think about, COVID wasn't that long ago, and coming out of that, and a lot of businesses that are still here, keeping that money local is important. Pouring back into your community, whether it's a business sponsoring where we're giving away a car for the education series, it's very important to keep that money here, supporting each other and cycle it like an ecosystem, because those dollars go to support other non-for-profits, and other programs that the chamber has to offer. So it's very important that we are supporting each other, and not only just thinking about what can the chamber do for you, but what can you bring to the chamber. I have a whole new focus on my outlook with that, and not so much about what am I getting out of the chamber, what am I bringing into the chamber to help support. So, there's so much that goes involved with that. So.
We really appreciate you for that, Al.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, and I appreciate you all too. So
I saw a statistic, and I can't remember exactly where I saw it, but it says that $1 spent locally turns over, is it 7 times or something like that?
Wow.
In your
I almost said
community.
6, 7 times, and that's me having a teenage daughter right now. Like the whole 6, 7 joke right now. You need to hang out with kids more.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Everybody out there gets it, right?
and there's you see so much growth happening right now, and to see that how you can support that, man, you just you gotta think about shifting your mindset to what can I get from the big box store that maybe I can pick up here locally and support that business, so we can continue to see businesses starting and growing, expanding into downtown. I love what I'm seeing right now.
When you're thinking about holiday shopping, you can get really unique things too, where there's not multiple of them on the shelf at a big box store. You buy it locally, a smaller business, and it's very unique, and that I love.
Yeah.
And there are experiences too. When you think about shopping
experiences.
small, there's always lots of stuff that we get,
Right.
but what about an experience?
Right.
And which creates a memory.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
my family's kind of leaning a little more towards the experience route this year. We're going to give it a try.
Yeah, that's fun. I think of things like that are, more substantial and a really meaningful gift, or a stocking stuffer of axe throwing night, or just things
There's
like that.
plenty of
There's
experience
lots
things
of
here in Wayne
those.
County that you can gift.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some of that, one of the other things objectives we're working on is our chamber gift certificate program, revitalizing that. I believe we're looking at going with a gift card, and I'm looking forward to that. Being able to participate in the gift card program, I think that's going to help tie in to the, supporting the local and buying local. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to see what that does for the Shop Small Saturday next year. But those are some things that we're working on and coming down the line.
So, do we have one of the giveaways for Shop Small Saturday with us?
I have in my bag of fun props here, I have one of our Shop Small Wayne County bags that you will see out in a variety of places across Wayne County. So very awesome design by our very own Alexis in our chamber office. But I would love to give a thank you to Richmond UEA and Three Rivers for helping to sponsor and make these bags possible. So there will be a variety of bags. American Express has a wonderful Shop Small Saturday program too. So between those bags and these bags, we're trying to cover the county. And when you go and shop at a small business, then make sure you have your fun bag with you. I can show them this way so you guys can see what I'm
that's so
talking
cute.
about.
Grab a bag until they're gone, because each business will have a handful
of them,
limited amount.
until they're gone. But they have a really cool design with each of the kind of 5 main larger areas of our community: Fountain City, Richmond, Centerville, Hagerstown, Cambridge City. So, and I just love the design. It's very,
They
very
did
cool.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
it is
They did a
fun.
great job.
Very cool.
So what else is in your fun bag,
What else is in my
Lynette?
fun bag? So are we ready for Lynette's list?
I think we're ready for
All right.
Lynette's
Well, that was
list.
number one item on Lynette's list was Shop Small Saturday. So while shopping small, don't forget about food, because we talked about, restaurants and enjoying our wonderful restaurants around Wayne County. So, you're out shopping all day, you got to refuel. So don't forget about the local restaurants that we have here and spending your money there on that day. Before I get to my last fun prop that I have, I do want to give a shout out to our Hype Wayne County group, our young professionals group. They always have so much going on. And just constantly, there's multiple things each month that Hype has going on. So I wanted to give them a shout out and encourage anybody that's in the young professional range, which is 21 to 40-ish, to participate in Hype activities, get involved. If you are new to the community, it's a great way to get to know more people. Even if you've been here, it's still a great way to network and grow your professional network. You never know what it might lead to when the various people that you meet during your career. So I wanted to give them a shout out. You can always find out what Hype is doing on our website and get involved that way.
But they have their own social media accounts
they do.
too.
Yeah, Hype Wayne County. And so finally, the last thing for Lynette's list is the super fun one to talk about our upcoming annual dinner. Annual dinner will be on January 23rd, and we are in the process of working with our award winners. There's a great lineup of award winners again this year, because there's just so many people and businesses and organizations that you guys know, are doing incredible things around Wayne County. But we have selected a very interesting and fun theme, a little bit silly, but I'm gonna pull out my other prop. Wayne's World.
Okay.
Wayne's World. Start thinking about Wayne's World. And we are going with Wayne's World Party on Wayne County. So, always says Party on Wayne. It's like Party on Wayne County. So that is the theme for this year's annual dinner. And now I have my hat. Different hair than Wayne does. But we might have some fun.
It'll be a fun night.
Fun surprises in store for it. And just think rock and roll. Think wearing your rock and roll t-shirts, and maybe not have to dress up as much with this one. So
How'd you come up with this theme?
So I've been sitting on this one for a little bit. Thinking, just kind of Wayne County, there's Wayne's World. And until I knew that Melissa would trust me that it all turned out okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We kind of go back and forth between an elegant one and a fun one. We've done Waynopoly in my time that I've been with the chamber. That was a fun one. The sitcom one. Yeah. We've done, last year was a Starry Night. So it's just, I do love that part of my job and getting to be creative and trying to think of things that aren't kind of your typical themes to a gala event. So this one is definitely different and out there. But just think about all your rock and roll stuff. So.
Tickets go on sale when?
Tickets are going to go on sale mid-December. I'm blanking on the date right now. Okay. I want to say it's December 15th.
Be on the lookout because as you all know, they go fast every single time. And we've expanded
650
our capacity,
people.
But it still goes so fast.
And
so
it sells out.
As soon as you see it, grab them.
That's
get
a
your
great
tables.
thing, though.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's
Good
awesome.
problem to have.
It is.
Well, thank you guys for being with us and for all you do.
Thanks
we
for having us.
appreciate, just all that you do, the partnership that you've had with our marketing task force, Susanna, and just things along those lines. And Alfredo, your role as a small business leader and board member, committee chair, we appreciate you. And Lynette, one of my partners in crime, we keep the crazy going and then some. So there you have it.
Make it fun. We have a fun community. Community. So it's wonderful to celebrate.
We do. Well, that's a wrap for this podcast, we want to invite you to like and share this episode and follow us so that you can hear what's going on regularly. If you aren't subscribed to our weekly email, feel free to email our office, chamber@wcareachamber.org, and we'll get you signed up for our weekly emails, and you'll see not just what we have going on regularly, but things happening all over the county. Don't ever say there's not anything to do, because we will prove you wrong in
There's
an
lots to
instant.
do.
So we'd love to have you stay in tune with us. And if you want more information on anything going on, feel free to contact our office at any time. So big shout out and thanks to Bolt Media for helping us produce and put this publication together. We appreciate their support as well. So that's it for us today. Have a great Friday, you guys.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.